So, Jason, I saw today on YouTube.com that you hit 20,000 subscribers.
Did I
Congratulations.
really? Holy cow,
You
that's
did.
amazing. Just,
You hit 20K.
I know. I'm really awesome. I know.
Well, here's the thing. If you don't mind me asking, when did you start uploading videos to this channel with the kind of review retro mentality?
Well, I mean, it's always been like literally my first video is a review of an NES game. So,
Yeah.
I mean, that was 2015. So it's been, 10 years.
10 years. Okay. Follow up. How long did it take you to start getting any sort of traction at all?
About 2020. It was when I started doing like every Super Nintendo RPG. Like when that got going to like, I don't know, a dozen or so episodes. It was probably around then.
Probably around then.
Yeah.
And so, what kind of segments did you do before every SNES RPG?
Well, whatever the fuck I felt like. Basically, I made trash. Most of it's unlisted, so you can't even see it. It's a dark time.
Do you know what the first upload, the oldest upload on your channel is at this very moment?
Well, my first video is up. You can see it. It was down for a time, but like it's up now. It's been up for a while. I've decided just out of principle, I'll leave that one up.
All right. Do you remember when you hit 1,000 subscribers?
Yes, yeah. I mean, the thing is like the more milestones that happen, the like less I care about them. Like I hit 10,000 and it was kind of a big deal. 20,000 kind of snuck up on me. Like I didn't have anything planned. I just kind of like, oh yeah, I guess we're here now. Yeah,
It's called success.
I guess so.
But
Like 10,000, 10,000 came kind of quickly because I think it was like right after I put out the Goodwill video or something. So it was just like I jumped like 1,000 in a week or something. So I was like I was gonna do something cool for that, and then I just kind of couldn't.
Yeah. Just succeeding too fast, really. Right.
I guess. I mean, it's slowed down. If I really wanted to, like if I thought ahead, I could have done something for 20, but I was lazy.
Well, the thing is, so you could have done something for 20. I almost feel like 25 is the more natural human celebrating moment.
Oh, you're good. All right, I like the way you think. An excuse to put it off even further.
Yeah, 25, you have some time.
The only like real subscriber special I ever did was 1,000, and that was my stupid Quest 64 video.
That was excellent.
I always told myself if I ever do another like subscriber mile, like a real one, I would bring back Ninty and I would do like another fucking dumb story.
Please
with,
do
that video.
Absolutely for 25K. And what would be funny is that like a lot of your newer subscribers would have no idea.
Nobody would have any fucking idea what that is. That video I don't even think has 1,000 views, so it's like that's buried in the annals of my channel. Like nobody gives a shit.
I can tell you I'm 2 of those views.
Yeah, 2?
Yeah, 2.
That's 2 more than me, probably.
Yeah. I but going back to that, when you did hit 1,000, do you remember what year?
Oh, I don't. It was probably like 2022.
2022. So you started getting views around 2020, and maybe roughly 2022 is when you hit 1,000.
Yeah, maybe like 2021. I don't know, something like that. I don't remember.
Because I know that it was shortly after we met that you hit 10K.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What was that? It was probably like a year ago?
Yeah, it was because like I think March, April or so, like April I would say is when I think it happened.
I don't remember.
Because it was probably like a month and a half after Rygar for me.
Okay, yeah, that was your newest video. I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember seeing that. So yeah, whenever that was. So
for any young aspiring YouTubers out there looking to get into the retro space, anything you want to say to them?
Don't do it. It's a tough grind. Treat your YouTube channel like a business and don't do it out of passion. That's the easy way to. That's the more fulfilling route. You should do it like waiting for Nintendo, and you too could have 15 subscribers doing
16.
This.
We got another one.
What? No, I don't believe you.
Can you, ladies and gentlemen, can you believe that it was just 1 week ago we had our 8 subscriber celebration? we have literally doubled.
Since the last recording session, we've doubled. It's incredible.
And you know, we might as well say this now. We had a 10 subscriber special recorded and planned, and it snuck up on us. It passed it. We were already at 11, and we couldn't. We decided
do
at that
it,
point
yeah.
it was too late to post. So
It's so stupid.
maybe
It
we'll
was a good
unlist
one,
it.
too.
Maybe we'll make a special version for you guys.
Yeah, it was a good video too. Oh well. I don't remember what we said, but it was sure good.
It was the quality you've come to expect from waiting for Nintendo. The stuff you can only find here.
I will say, when you try and like carbon date my channel, everything blends together in my brain. I don't remember when anything was.
But that's the good thing about YouTube is, like, when you're ready, you can take that trip back in time and literally just look through and focus and think, and it's like a time capsule.
And remember where you were,
Yeah.
when you were doing this or this or this, yeah.
Yeah, it's like a diary. Like I sometimes I forget what I was doing at certain times, and I just have to focus on one video, and it takes me right back to whatever job I had, who my boss was, what I was doing, what my room looked like, everything.
Yeah, that's really the only reason for me to ever look at my old videos, because I cringe at them. But it's like, oh yeah, I remember living there. That's about it. Especially since that was, I still lived in New York then. So you got a couple years of New York content, and then it switched.
Now, you mentioned cringe.
Yeah.
I know that you in particular you struggle with watching your older videos, and it's like 50-50 whether or not you consider it unwatchable.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
is there a moment where you feel like the quality of your videos shifted from, let's say, like shittier to more palatable for you?
Well, here's the thing: is I'm inconsistent with my effort. So even like today, some videos I think are unwatchable, and I still put them out anyway. But I don't know. Around the time like the Shin Megami Tensei reviews, those were both probably pretty decent, considering
year
where
was
I was
that?
at the time.
I haven't seen those ones.
You haven't seen those ones? That's fine. That's one of those things where I think you get like major street cred for even playing those games.
Shin Megami Tensei?
You get some like hipster points for those, because they are like unplayable beasts that nobody would ever have fun going through, but they're interesting. There's a lot of cool things about them.
Yeah, I didn't even know what it was until Shin Megami Tensei 4 was coming out on the 3DS.
Oh man, dude, Shin Megami Tensei 4 was a complete blind buy for me. I didn't even know what the game was called or like how it was pronounced. I just knew that it was a 3DS game in a big cardboard box because it was the special edition that GameStop was clearancing out for $15.
What?
And this was only a few months after the game came out too.
15?
So, yes. So that's how I scooped it up. And the lady working at the GameStop was really excited that I was buying it. So
Wow, you made out like a
knew.
bandit.
She knew. And then
I know.
that was my summer game. Like I just kind of like went through it, and yeah, it was crazy. Like I was like, what the fuck is this weird game I'm playing?
I wonder, I can't remember for sure, but I think maybe it had a demo.
I don't know. There is I guarantee I know where the demo goes up to. There is a huge twist about 5 hours into that game, and then when I got to that, I'm just like, what? The fuck is what? Wait, the game just like changed genres on me. What the fuck happened?
Okay.
Have you played it? Do you know anything about it?
No, I have limited knowledge about it, and I still want to play it.
So I can't
especially
tell you
since
what
I've
happens.
been-
I wouldn't want to actually ruin what happens in the first 5 hours.
Please
'cause
don't.
It is kind of mind blowing. Okay.
I will say I'm not a particularly spoiler sensitive individual. Like spoilers don't actually ruin it for me usually. If it's good, it's good. But I do sometimes with older games, if it's like a game like this that I've somehow managed to not figure out what happens, it's cool to kind of like let it happen naturally.
So nobody ever believes me when I tell them this. Whenever I talk about Shin Megami Tensei 4, I always say that I did not use a guide, which is true. I used the one that came with it, but it doesn't tell you anything about the alignment system.
Did
as
it
to
only
what
come with
ending
the
you get.
collector's edition?
Yes, the guide came with a collector's edition. But the guide doesn't tell you anything about the alignment system. It just tells you where to go to like get to the next part of the game. So you get a different ending depending on like your actions and your dialogue choices or whatever. And Shin Megami Tensei 4 is famously extremely obtuse and difficult to get the neutral ending, which is the one everybody wants, because who the hell wants to pick a side that's not cool? And I naturally got the neutral ending without trying. Like I was just answering the questions honestly, and I got the neutral ending.
Bravo.
Yeah, I know. Like I
Didn't have to
don't-
replay it.
It's ridiculous because the thing is like people think I'm lying when I say that. They're like, no, it's impossible. You gotta do like all these fucking things. And I'm like, well, I guess I did all those things. So yeah, that's my SMT4 story. I played it before I even knew what the series was.
Well, just say one more thing before we close this segment. Congrats on 20K, man. Well deserved.
Oh yeah, that's what this is about.
Well deserved.
Yeah. One of these days I gotta review Shin Megami Tensei 3, because I did 1 and 2. I did If. Yeah, I gotta move on up to 3.
It's time.
That or Persona. Persona might be the next one, actually.
Okay.
Like the first one.
The first one,
game. Yeah, it's a PS1 game.
You know, the way people talk about Persona, you'd think it started with 3.
It did, but like I'm morbidly curious about 1. I've played 1 for like 3 hours, I guess, because it's on the PlayStation Mini. That's where I played it. And I don't know. I mean, it reminds me of the SMT Super Nintendo games. It's like a crusty old game that you gotta kind of put up with. But you know, it is what it is. That's what I do. So
yes.